All right, Bucky, this is a football game. I thought before the season you kind of circled this one. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers not healthy, but Packers-Steelers, still big implications, especially for the Steelers.
Yeah, still big implications because the Pittsburgh Steelers want to make sure they're rolling going down the stretch. We saw it kind of come together a little bit Thursday night against the Tennessee Titans. Let's see if they can continue.
Yeah, looking at the matchup in this game, Packers secondary going up against Big Ben. This Packers secondary rolling some young guys through their Buck, a little bit up and down so far this year.
Yeah, very up and down. And some of their struggles in the back end can be attributed to their inconsistent pass rush. Clay Matthews isn't giving them the stellar rush that he normally gives them. And so these guys have been forced to cover longer than usual. And when you're breaking in some young guys like Kevin King and some of the other guys, Demarius Randall, who are still young in the league, they're not necessarily getting the kind of production and the performance that we want to see. So look for these guys to step up. They have a huge challenge. Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Juju Smith-Schuster on the perimeter. But I think this has to be desperation time. I think they may get their best effort because they know a playoff berth is on the line.
You mentioned all those receivers. Now, the guy throwing them the ball, Ben Roethlisberger, I thought you're starting to see him play a little bit better. You got a chance to break down this tape against the Tennessee Titans last week. And, look, he's going to take what you give him. When Ben is rolling, he's not forcing things. He's quick to identify. You're going to see a cover 2 look here. Bucky, this is a classic beater against cover 2. You got a flat, you got a corner. All you got to do is read this corner. If he sinks, you dump it off to the back. He climbs up on the back, and you get a nice layup completion right over the top. Safety's not there in time. That's a nice little chunk play. 3rd and 10 right there, conversion for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, watch the manipulation here from Ben. This is what you get from a veteran quarterback. Know where your eyes need to go and know who you need to trick. Watch him here. Single high safety. I know I've got to move him out of the middle of the field. He does it with his eyes. He does it with his posture. Gets him off the hash. And this is not a perfect throw, but because he was able to move the free safety so easily, there's enough window there for him to get that ball in for a touchdown to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is beginning to roll. That passing game is beginning to look lights out again. Even though Big Ben has been struggling with the deep ball, they still are wearing people out. We're seeing everyone kind of settle into their roles. If he continues to improve down the stretch, they're unstoppable. I think they beat the Green Bay Packers going away.
Yeah, you think Green Bay Packers, what are we thinking? Like 2 touchdowns beaten going away? You're going to go north of that?
I think 2 touchdowns, maybe 3 touchdowns because Brett Hundley's having a tough time.
3 tubs. No, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Maybe it's a little bit closer, like you said earlier. I think that you get a good fight here from the Green Bay Packers, but I think the Steelers end up pulling away in the second half of this ball game. I go 10 to 12. I say they win by 10 to 12 points in this ball game.